And recognize some of the people who have helped us along the way. My family and I have had a wonderful, fun time promoting events and racing. I had 2 young boys who were good at racing, and we wanted to provide the best stage we possibly could for them. And we started out slow, and Dave kept thinking of bigger and better things and different kinds of competition. He loved the woods, but he loved motocross, and he was a late bloomer. So we got into racing after we were both school teaching, and pretty soon racing took over the weekends, and it was hard to squeeze teaching in because you had to be there on Monday and Friday. But Dave, of course, was also a musician, played bass guitar. Little did I know he was booking jobs close to racetracks. And we'd have to be there at the job on Friday night, so he did earn some money. And then again on Saturday night, and on Sunday, man, at 6 o'clock, we were off to the racetrack. Sometimes I was able to get home in time to teach school on Monday, but after a while, I began to just be a substitute teacher because I had to pick Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Dave soon became friends with Bill West. Bill West called him Coombs and said we were West Virginia hillbillies. Dave really envied Bill. Bill had the Winter Am series back in the day. He had the Mini O's, which are still going on now. And they became great friends and soon partnered in events like Arena Cross, Dirt Days, anything that the two of them could think of. And that took a lot of imagination, believe me. When we began to get off on our own, it was because a woman named Anita Barton came to us and asked us, she knew about Dave and hair scrambles at the motocross track that we were running, and she asked him if he would be interested in coming to a town named Davis, West Virginia, and doing a cross-country event. Of course, Dave just couldn't leave that alone and just do a cross-country event. He had to make it 100 miles, 20-mile loops. Terry Cunningham can attest to this fact. He was up here earlier this evening. I think he won it one year. But she had an ulterior motive for asking us to do that. She was trying to save the community of Davis, West Virginia, and she knew what kind of economic impact an event like that would have, bringing people into that community. What Dave did tell me was that there was no admission charge. The only thing there was a price to pay if you entered the race. We were able to hold on to that event for 19 years. And then, Sierra came after us with something about a snipe or something that they found existed in that vicinity in Tucker County, and they basically wanted to shut us down. I think if we had fought it, we would have still been there, but we decided it wasn't really worth it, and Dave had turned his attention to the Wiseco 100-miler series, which was the beginning of the GNCC. A guy named Bob Gorman allowed us to put their stamp of approval, piston company in Ohio, on the event, and we had ourselves a sponsor. We thought that was a big deal. Bob Gorman has remained a friend the whole time, and we've never done, I don't think we've ever done an event that he hasn't put his stamp on. I know he has probably switched companies, or he has Comedic too, but we started with Wiseco and we maintained with Wiseco. I want to take that, people always ask me how we got started, and that's how we got started into the GNCCs. My kids remind me that we've been to 80 different event locations. Now, each year we do at least 10 or 12 events, but we have landed on 80 different venues. And I really and truly believe that the reason that we're still in a lot of those venues or still have a relationship is because the economic impact that a motorcycle event can have on a community is mind-boggling. It's something that we realize soon, and I think that's got a lot to do with the reason why we were able to go into Loretta's and hold the event there, because there was a little town near there named Waverly, Tennessee, and it was a struggling place, but Mooney was all about community and helping his community, and I think he saw that as a factor. And it's just like when Loretta's got flooded a couple of years ago, and the water came and washed everything away, including the town. The motorcycle community rallied to help Waverly and raised thousands of dollars and put in countless hours of help in cleanup, because that's what motorcyclists do. When Vanity plates came out, the first Vanity plate, I jumped on Moto X so that we would have a state of West Virginia. We have it to this day, and that's one of the first plates, and that's a museum. The 50 is because it is pro motocross, and we've been involved in it since the beginning. So it's kind of like a pride thing with us, for me and my family. The photo is from Blackwater 100, and if you look at it, it is probably from the 70s, when it first got started, because of the way people are dressed, the old van, the car. You can almost look at the bikes and tell what year that was taken. It has to be Has to be a late 70s because we started that in 72 and ended it. No, we started it in 70, yeah, about 72, and ended it. Didn't get to do 20 years because they came after us full bore. So it lasted for 19 years, and that's the way I remember it, not the way it was in the 90s. It was truly a gathering in hillbillies. State of West Virginia. The reason this is here is because that's when we first opened the motocross track. It's a 78 article, and I think it's from High Point. That little card at the bottom that says 1979 was actually the pit pass. If you can understand where we came from, that's a luggage tag. Homemade. It's just one of those things. But we loved it. And that picture of Dave and I, and we were just West Virginia hillbillies trying to make it go racing. The bib is there because it says 42 years old. And I know there is a bib where Loretta's tribute is, but it's also part of my tribute. And I said it's got to be there. So it's there. And I hope people appreciate that. Yep. That's it.
That's great. Thank